Right on time. Good evening. Hope you're all doing well. I have no idea how quiet I am or how loud I am. We're just gonna have to play this by ear. Happy Sunday. We're almost back to the start of a week again, but not before some hopefully good racing action today. Back with the 3.5s today. Did a race last week. Was certainly not as confident in the car as I'm feeling in these days at the moment. But yeah, we'll wait and see how we get on today. Not expecting miracles. Let's be honest. I think we started last and came 14th, I think, last time. If we can do better than that, I'll be pleased. Both races at Road Atlanta today. Hopefully, I think these are the strength of field races. Well, I think the one at 10:45 certainly is. I'm not too familiar with all of that. But anyway, let's move across anyway. I know the music's fun, but now it's going to be just complete silence, just for 10 minutes while we wait for the session to open up, and then we can just jump straight into practice as well. So let's flick on. Let's put camera on. Hang on, one sec. Is that okay? I think that's okay. Burn it up slightly. I think we're good. Cool. Hey everyone. Yeah, so like I say, 7 minutes till the session opens, so we'll hit the track for practice once that's done. So yeah, good moment just to I guess check in, kind of reflect on the last stream anyway, on F1 2020, and a bit of a dodgy race in career mode. There was I think there was discussions at the start about the wheel and the pad, and my thoughts on comparing the two, and now I've got a race under my belt. I wonder if there's much to talk about in terms of differences between the two, and it's hard to say. I think I'm pretty similar on pace so far, both on wheel and pad on the F1 game, which is great. Pleased with that. Yeah, pretty happy with how I was able to keep up to speed. Done a couple of laps at Japan today as well, just to get some speed or try and understand see if I can get close to my time trial time, and I beat it. So I set a personal best at Japan today. So the pace is just coming back. It's just all coming back. I've not been sweating all week. As and when I get time, I'm kind of jumping into the setup, jumping onto my wheel and just turning a couple of laps. Just the feeling's coming back, speed's starting to come back, confidence is a big one, and I'm feeling good. I'm looking forward to tonight as well. This is the big test tonight to see how we are in terms of speed. Hey Quiddles, hey buddy, long time no see. It's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, I missed you on the F1 stream last week. It wasn't last week, it was a couple of days ago. I can't remember when it was. Friday? Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. But yeah, something different today. iRacing today. We did, of course, make a comeback last week with the Formula Renault 3.5s. That's the car I'm deciding to stick with this season. And I had troubles. Well, not really. I felt relatively comfortable at the start. It just wasn't fast enough, really. I'm hoping that changes at Road Atlanta tonight. Fantastic combination. Hey, Royal. Hello, mate. Hope you had a good stream earlier. I hope you saw my whisper response as well that you sent me earlier in the week. But yeah, on tonight, expectations. I mean, it depends who's in the grid. First of all, I want to get into the strength of the top split race. I just scraped in by the skin of my teeth last time out. I think. I mean, I wouldn't be too disheartened to be in the second split if there is a second split race as well, because I imagine the pace will probably be a lot more competitive in that race if we get to that point. But we'll see. This first race, I kind of want to just this is more like a practice, I think. Get my bearings, racing in close contact with people. It's been a long time since I've been able to do that. Against proper, real human drivers. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the next half hour just to get out on track. Hopefully, I'll be able to see just where my practices are going to put me in the next half an hour. We'll discover a bit more. One thing I've noticed, and it's not as big a deal in the smaller, lower powered cars that I'm more accustomed to. But fuel loads play a pretty big difference in these more sensitive, higher downforce type cars. Certainly higher speed cars as well. Fuel loads certainly playing a role in the lap times as well. So I'm going into practice sessions and actually not sure whether people are bluffing and running with fuel or whether they're just going all out for a qualifying run. So I know where I'm at pace-wise. But I'm sure we'll discover very shortly how quick that is. And I'm a little bit on edge about all of it. But it doesn't matter. I think expectations today, if I can get a top 10 in one of these races, I think this is the target, really. This is where we're at. Like, I don't quite know where the level is anymore. It's been two proper years since I've done a competitive iRacing race in anger. Not including last week, really, because I didn't really feel like I'd put the time in. I literally had like an hour in the car, I think, beforehand, before I jumped in. And now I've done some laps, turned some laps on Wednesday, just to get up to speed and get a feel for the circuit and the track, and kind of understand the car a bit more as well. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, Royal, just let me know those dates and times. Do you know if it'll be a weeknight or a weekend normal? Well, I don't know. I guess you don't know at the moment, otherwise you would tell me. But that'd be nice. Yeah. Never done a collaboration before, in some way, with other streamers. Anyway, let's take a look at. Well, I've only got a couple of minutes to go, but the circuit, of course, Road Atlanta. Is that page going to load though? It is. Nice fancy graphics. These have changed since the last time I've seen them. But of course, we're doing the full circuit at Road Atlanta today. Lots of high-speed corners. Like I say, this is a brilliant car combination with this car. I've driven this circuit so many times, not just on iRacing, but on Forza as well. But this is certainly one of the more faster cars that I'm driving around here in a competitive kind of environment. Hope everything goes well. Yeah, me too. Cole, wouldn't it be bad if I crashed out early in one of these? That'd cut the stream short. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I crash in the early one. There's like a 2-hour wait between the races. Yeah, I hadn't really thought that far ahead. I've come into the stream very optimistic that I'm not going to crash very early on, but it could happen. So, but like I said, the race isn't for half hour yet. We've got half an hour once I've registered to jump into a practice session, and just get a feel for it really. I've driven in sessions where I'm not quite sure how much temperature's playing a role in these lap times at the moment. I think earlier in the week the track felt cooler, or there was more grip for sure. But I've done a session this afternoon, and yeah, felt a little different. Not dramatically. So we'll wait and see how this all pans out anyway. I will be jumping into a Discord chat at some point today. Now, I have Phil, I'm assuming, doing one, if not both of these races. So I will have him for company, at the very least in chat. Just like the old days, for any of those that are familiar with the old days. And yeah, it has been a while. Right, if I refresh my page, is that going to... There we go, lovely. Let's register for that. Right, I want to make sure I've got... Yeah, I've got trading paints on, lovely. Cool, alright. Half hour to go then. I think we're all good. We can go and turn some laps, I guess. Need to do a sound check as well. Because the microphones... My microphone I'm using is a bit peaky. I'm not quite sure if I'm quiet. Hopefully it sounds okay right now. I'm just talking on my own. But when we're in the car, I'm going to need your guys' help to test for me. If that's okay. Okay, let's, without further ado, let's get my ugly mug down here instead. And jump in. Is this going to go full screen? Probably not. I'll wait for it to load before I full screen it. Yes, I am back on the wheel. Back on, I would show it's slightly, I don't know if it will. If I go down here, no, I can't drag it any further. Yes, back on my Fanatec CSL Elite Formula 1 esports rim. Yeah, so back on the wheel, just like I say, just like old times. Okay, steering's good. Did I see the livery for the McLaren? I did. I mean, I don't mind it. It's different. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's the greatest thing I've ever seen of all time. Oh God, can you just go full screen for me, please? Not like that though. Yeah, it's it's nice. Colour scheme's nice. If you look at it from the back corner, looking kind of from the rear left, the rear right of the car, looks great. They've ruined it though, and there's one reason for that, and it's the halo. They've put the stripe on the halo for some reason as well. I'm gonna get a screenshot of it now because I wanna show you. Let's look at this together, shall we? Like, why would you put the stripe on the halo as well? It just looks out of place. It's not like a perfect line. Hang on, where's McLaren at? Show me your Twitter account. Give us a picture. Right. Here we go then. Now from the top, it looks okay because you can see the lines all in place. So you kind of look at it and think, oh, none the wiser really. But from the front, it just looks so... This is my favourite shot because I can't see the halo. They should have just left it coloured in blue. I would have really liked it if they just left it at that. But from the front, it just looks... It's this orange bit in the middle that just... It doesn't sit right with me. And that's just the way the halo is, really. Like I say, can't fault the rest of it. Love the retro number. Love the placement. It's great. But it's the halo that's bugging me. And that's the difference, I think, between a decent livery and a truly great one. Let's close that anyway. I need to try it and go full screen here. Because it's not actually letting me. Oh my God, there's so many audio devices here. That one. Voice chat we're going to have in... I want it in that. Yeah, it's nice. I think the advert, the hype that they put up for it. Everyone was so hyped to see what would happen, and I'm just glad it was a livery reveal and not some shitty like merchandise drop or like a new like car or something, a new McLaren, something non F1 related. That would have really taken the piss. I was fully preparing myself for something like that. Right, now why is this not going? Full screen, please. I can't remember where any of the options are on these menus, so sorry guys, bear with me. Yeah, full screen. Do it. There we go. No, maybe not. It's not doing it. Come on, you know you wanna. There we go. Alt and enter. Fucking pro. There we go. There we go. Okay, sound check for me, guys. Let's go out there. Let's just do some laps. Let's check the pace right now. Right, so we're in the 107s, which is pretty quick. So, like I say, lap times between qualifying and race trim are pretty dramatic. All right, sound check. How's that? Are we okay? Is my voice clearly louder than that engine? I think I'm talking in a normal voice there as well. Am I deliberately speaking loud? I have no idea. That looks okay on the meter. Not terrible. I mean, I did destroy the engine there. All right, let's do a lap. Let's just get out there. Yeah, I really wouldn't mind the conditions being a little grippy. Oh my god. Someone just decided to end it all. Oh my god, that's horrific. Series of bumps there. Turn 5 is going to be a killer. Not really had many offs at turn 5 so far, which is a nice feeling. It's just other parts of the track, namely this part here. So hard to get this on the brakes. I'm having a lot of difficulty with it. I don't need this on yet. This is for my audio chat. Okay. So yeah, lots of things that can really affect lap time here. Like I say, fuel load's a big one. These cars have DRS as well, for those that are uninitiated. So it functions in exactly the same way as Formula 1. Only thing is you can use your DRS wherever you want in qualifying. And then you can only use it 8 times in the race. So it's like a push to pass thing more than anything else. Always difficult at the crest of the hill, that. Avoid the curb through turn 5. You can still use it anywhere in the race. Yes, there's only a couple of major spots so that you can use it really around this circuit. Yeah, so you can use it any way you want. But like I say, it functions exactly the same as DRS. It will remain open for the duration of you staying on throttle. The moment you lift off or touch the brakes, it will close. So that's your use gone. So only 8 uses. In a race that's relatively long, to be fair. You can use it to defend as well. So you'll see some people using it strategically. I didn't really give myself much thought last week, because I wasn't really racing anyone either, to be honest. Right, so in at number 5 there. Only 5th there. 109.5, which is a second and a half off of what? Oh, fucking hell. Was I not looking, or did he just come out of the pit lane erratically there? Let's find out. Let's take a look. Wait a minute, I'm here but not here. I am Oh, that was... Whoops. That was a pretty bad show from me, really. Oh shit, ignore that. It's alright, it's only practice. No pit stops in the race, by the way. So that shouldn't even matter. Yeah, Phil, I'm just on death at the moment. You can see me on the Discord chat. You can see on the top left of the screen. I'm there still. I've just muted everything at the moment. Just like you're muted as well. We've basically left Waldo on his own. I will save the quali runs towards the end. We've got 20 minutes yet. But this is looking more representative anyway in terms of there's more people here. Look to be a few fast guys around here as well. 109.5, not really the best lap offset there. Like I say, it's all in race trim as well at the moment. So I expect the pace will be in the 108s. Phil, are you going to be here for the 8:45? Are you doing the 8:45 race, or are you just watching? I didn't actually ask you that earlier. I didn't stop to think. Certainly a lot more grip around here than in the session I've done earlier. Phil's just going to watch. Okay. Phil can spot for me in the 8:45 race. And you might do the 10:45. Okay. Oh, you are just purely watching today. Uh-oh. Lifting off the brakes too much there. Just really letting that just coast into the corner. Right, okay, so the pace looks a little quicker. So that guy, if you're looking on the bottom right there, so in the 107.9, I'm expecting that's a qualifying sim. Someone's done a qualifying lap there. And that's more just guesswork more than anything. That's just based on my pace, really. Like, I can't imagine doing a 107 in race trim. And then the guys pretty much below him could have set a 109. Could have set that on a race run. Just jumped out a third there as well. So car feels good. Like I say, there's lots of grip out here, it feels like. Can really throw the car about. It's nice. Gotta get this corner right though, that's the worst one. Ah, and that's why. Getting greedy every time. For me, it's either too much, like as you just saw there, or it's not enough. And I'm just I'm too cautious on the brakes. Let's see what happens. Yeah, hit the apex, no problem there. Just on power. Bit too hot. None of that in the race, please. I've just spotted my camera's in the way of the the optimal, the relative time and stuff. I'll try and move it up in a second, actually, just so you guys get a clearer picture of what I'm seeing on screen here. I remember I used to have all the overlays and stuff when I used to do the league racing towards the end, when I used to stream my my league races more often. I'd have the overlays so you could see everyone's fastest laps, or, you know, the laps that just set and the gaps, etc. I will try and think about doing that again. I quite like the simplicity of the layout though on screen at the moment, but you guys might want more information in the race, I guess. Absolutely throwing it. Come on. Let's do a lap. Let's do a clean one. And then we need to just do that 20 more times. Turn one's such a bitch as well. That's much nicer up the top of the hill. Again, almost got greedy on power there. Almost got too greedy. That will be my undoing. It's always been my undoing. My right foot is just too heavy. And that's not good. Whoa, that's too hot. We can get into 108s for sure. Don't Mazda spin it. I'll try it. Like I say, with someone who's got like the maximum possible safety rating, it happens way too often for my liking still. There's some people who just turn up and are on it like that. And I'm just not at that level. I think even a couple of years ago when I was like arguably at my peak in terms of driving ability, I was still just a bit over the shop in practice really. I think what I find myself doing is just trying to go for like a fast lap every single time. That's why it's probably not a good idea to race with a relative. Oh my god, that is... that smoke was scary. There's so much front grip. It's lovely. Right. Last chicane. Don't fuck it up. That felt sweet as. Nice. P4 I think with that one. Oh, too hot though. I don't know if it's just like my steering inputs are just too... I don't know if I'm just too lazy turning the steering wheel. Sometimes that crosses my mind. Now where can I find lap time? It's just because I'm not attacking the steering wheel that often. Not using the full maximum front grip available to me. 109 flat there. Satisfied with the pace, to be honest. It's consistent. I can go faster though, look at this. I'm just picking up time, just doing nothing. Such a nice feeling. Yeah. Look at this. I mean, I'll find a way to throw it away in a sec. Imagine having headphones and not wearing them. It's for my it's for voice chat more than anything. It's plugged into my Discord. I will put them on at some point. I just can't bother at the moment, even though they're right around my neck. Ah, too hot. Into the chicane again. It is definitely keeping my neck warm. It is so true. It's cold in this new house. Don't have a scarf or anything. Come on, I can bury this in the 108s. Mid 108s, really. I have iRacing coming out in the monitor and Discord in my headphones. Right now I do, yes. Oh, bit bumpy. Need to get off that outside curb a bit earlier there. That's just mad. What are you saying? If you think about it, real world drivers have their game sound coming out of their monitors. If you think about it, they don't wear headphones connecting them to the outside world. Think about that. .8 there. I think I don't even think I've got time for a qualifying run. And I've got 7 minutes. I can probably do one. I should really do one, shouldn't I? That's some Waldo level thinking. Ah, I couldn't downshift. Okay, let's do a quali sim. Let's see how fast some of these. Some people were in the 109, 107s again. All right, so this guy's just gone fastest. I think he's done a qualifying lap because that's literally the first lap of his run. Okay. Now earlier on, I found a shit ton of time. Fucking hell, that was close. There's a guy that just come out the pit lane. I'll see that again. Oh, that's really poor. Okay. That's a very beatable time, if that is qualifying, in my opinion. But it depends how the grip is. I found a load of time earlier just by dropping the fuel load and using DRS. $34 people registered for this as well. This race is not the strength of field as far as I'm aware at the moment. I actually don't know when the proper strength of field times are. Last week it just happened to be Sunday at 10:45 last week, which is what I'm aiming for in 2 hours time. But this is the race before it, and naturally, even around strength of field times, you still have some races around that time that tend to get a little more active. So I don't know what the strength of field is going to be here. We will see very shortly when I join the session. I get given my car number. I imagine it's going to be higher than I'm used to, regardless. Right, DRS open, let's do it. There's plenty of grip around that last corner. Done that last corner flat, no problem. Turn 1, slight lift, so DRS closes. And then hard on the power again. Up the hill. Oh my god. Gave myself a relatively shallow entry into that corner there, wasn't ideal. Alright, no DRS down here because I'm too scared. Turn 5. A bit deep. Got a bit too sucked out onto the outside curb there. That's okay. Felt okay. Not a great exit, but watch all this time I gained just by having DRS open now. Absolutely flying. People don't use DRS for DSs? Probably not. I wouldn't be surprised if the fastest guys do though, because they're madmen. Right, we're gaining loads and loads and loads and loads of time. Chicane, get this right. Probably not the best exit, but that's okay. DRS down the hill. And around the last corner. Exactly 1 second there. And that's enough for P1. That was a nice lap. Probably time to find. But that was okay. It's only practice though, isn't it? I honestly couldn't tell you how many of these people are just in it for practice and some of them, how many of these are registered. Oh, I've just got beaten immediately. The guy just done a 0.7 immediately. But that's an okay lap, really. I was quite happy with that. Pretty much on optimal pace as well. Right, let me move that camera so you can see my relative, what do you reckon? Keep it up here? Because if I look left, oh no, it's okay. Vision-wise, I mean, you're already impaired anyway, because you can't see pretty much this whole... You can't see pretty much anything anyway, because this field of view is so far forward. Yeah, lost a bit of time up the crest here. Wasn't really in great position for the entry of the corner. Turn 5 certainly lost a bit of time as well. Oh my god. I wouldn't even get started on qualifying predictions yet. I have absolutely, like I said, I have absolutely no expectations. I was aiming for a top 10 tonight in one of these races. The pace looks encouraging, but I mean, a lot of people behind me could be running fuel runs. Yeah, it's important to... It's probably a good idea to see what car number I have, first of all, in the session. Just because it'll be purely based on iRating. So if I'm like 19 out of 19 drivers, chances are there's a lot of very, very good drivers in this split. Okay, once again. Let's try and pick up 10th. That's all we need. To top this session anyway. Oh, too hot. I saw green. Hi, Waldo. I do realise I'm still in the Discord. Oh shit, that's too much curb. That's what happens if you hit too much curb. Let's not do that in a race. Good to get that error out of the way. Okay. Let's go here. So this was the fast lap anyway. Might as well leave it on screen. Fat Penguin. That is a name I've not heard in a long time. You better believe I'm back, baby. I hope the stream's not buffering for you, Stevie. Well, that's encouraging. How much are we buffering by? I'm on pretty low settings, to be fair, guys. I'm not losing too much here. It's a little buffery. Fab. I'm on my wheel again. Back to the glory days. I couldn't do iRacing on a pad again. It's been about 8 years since I last did that. There's no way I can do that. Like I say, that's very encouraging. I mean, I'll take P2 if that's how we are in the race. Is it seriously buffering? Don't give me this. I'm not downloading anything, am I? Hope not. Looks okay. Let's do it, shall we? Is it still stop start? Okay. I don't know how I'm going to be able to fix that, guys. It'd be fab. Even my face cam is laggy. Seriously? Let's take a look. Oh, well, I don't want it to be buffery. It's saying my stream quality is good. I don't understand. Oh, my bitrate on Twitch though. What the fuck?